so good to see you on this lovely Monday. It's been a
Lovely,
crazy
lovely.
weekend.
I
I
know.
know, and now it's like we're getting going again. So, hi everyone. We're so happy that you guys are here tonight. It's a little bit gloomy in my. I didn't realize my office is a little bit creepy, isn't it? I like
I
it.
like I
It's
like
got
it.
to get a creepy vibe. So I got like a little humidifier thing going. This is from my son's store. I'm gonna post it on the show because it makes it look like I have a little fireplace
I like
next to
that. I
the
love
disco
it.
ball. But hi everyone. First of all, we welcome to Forensic Mystics. I am Akashi, and this is
Cassie.
Cassie. And tonight we're here to talk about one of my favorite. Okay, first of all, brought up this case because I was like obsessed with these movies in the 80s. I grew up with all the horror. First of all, if everybody can hear me okay, just let me know if we have audio, right? Because I always have issues with audio. But I was obsessed with those movies, Cassie. The whole Amityville horror. I
Me
remember the
too.
first time I watched it, I actually found like an old journal, like an actual diary that I had like certain movies that I remember marking, and Amityville was one of them. It's crazy. So, hi, we're going to say hi to our chat, fam. So, how are you doing tonight? You ready for this?
I'm ready. I'm ready to dive into the spookiness,
I
mysterious.
know it's really creepy, and I gotta tell you that after sitting, first of all, your voice is magical, and it inspires me so. So anytime I do anything with your voice, it just kind of takes me. But man, after looking at all that stuff for hours, it's draining because that case is insane. The
Like you put so much
DeFeo.
in there. You put so much in there. You did so good with the editing
We're
and
gonna, you guys, you gotta see this. See, I went a little creepy on this one. It's a little twist, a little Halloweeny, but should we say hi to the chat before we play
yes.
our new narrative? Let's go through. First of all, I this was the first person that was here. It was Meg's Mysteries. She is so awesome and so supportive. So she said she was going to catch a replay. So I just want to say hi because I know she's going to catch it. She always comments. Hectic Stargazer Cindy. Hi, Pumpkin. Let's see. Tommy G is here. Our wonderful Tommy. Aussie's in the house. Lynn LeBlanc. Sister in crime. I love Lynn LeBlanc. She's so clever. Very clever. And of course, Cassie. Hi, Cass. Say hi to you again. I'm in that type of mood. And then we got Angel Wings is in the house and Blue Heron. Hi. So good to see you. And my sister, Lynn Hurley, one of my best
Yay!
friends in the whole wide world. I can't wait to see Lynn again in person. It's gonna happen. It just has to. Jeanette Sanchez, another partner in crime here. It's
Yes.
like a little trifecta. When we go to smut stuff, it gets smutty. Smutty. I say smutty. But let's say that Jeanette, Lower Michigan hiking and camping adventures. So Lower Michigan, well, hello from Oklahoma over here. Hi, so glad you guys are here. Let me just roll through, because we got a lot of stuff, really cool stuff to cover tonight. George and Dexler and
George.
Dexler. Do you know
George.
George?
You know
George?
George.
You know George?
You know
Cool.
George.
Hi, George, and my husband, my darling. The one that puts up with me when I'm freaking out, going, where's my Wi-Fi signal? I don't say it exactly like that, but probably I do. Sarah, my flock. And my
Yeah.
flock is literally everywhere. I see her everywhere.
Yes.
And Lunar Witch. Oh my God, there's more friends. So many friends. I was so excited. Friends. I don't know why I said that. Hercules. We got Three Souls Paranormal. Hi.
Steven in the house.
Steven? Okay, Lunar Witch Show. Did everybody say hi? Oh my God, there's so many. And
Charmaine.
Doris.
Happy
And
birthday,
Doris is here. Is
Doris.
it, do we have a birthday? Oh God,
Charmaine,
I don't.
Lunar Witch. Lunar Witch. It's her birthday
Oh,
today.
Lunar Witch, it's your birthday. Oh man. Okay, in between, I'm gonna have to find something to say happy birthday better than me saying happy birthday. Chato, Chato.
Yay.
Chadito. Where's Spookito? Where's my little spookies? Hmm? There. I'm like so bad.
Spooky.
Where's my little spooky? He'll show up. I'm horrible. Okay, So, just to remind people of the format. So, first of all, welcome everywhere. We're so happy you guys are here. Hopefully, you'll like this. And we're going to get into some disturbing topics. Again, this is very serious. I know at the beginning we kind of say hi and stuff, but these are hard topics to tackle. But this one is interesting because it's such a cult. You know, it has become such a cult, entertainment thing.
Yes, it really
It
is.
became kind of its own brand.
Yes.
Amityville. You got Amityville mugs, Amityville t-shirts, so we're gonna show our newest narrative, Amityville Horror, here in a second, so you guys can kind of catch up. And then Cassie is gonna read a card to kind of guide us through, the discussion. And then we're going to open it up and we're going to be talking. She's done a lot of research. We're going to be chatting and then we're going to be getting your opinions. So, without further ado, I am going to do something because this one's a little bit low, so I'm going to blast it. It's going to go as high as possible. Cassie and I are going to mute. We're going to play this for you. So, hold on, coming right up.
30 miles outside New York City, in the town of Amityville, resides an old Dutch colonial-style home with a dark history. Dubbed the Amityville House, this residence was the site of a mass murder in 1974. Given its past and the rumored dark energy that some believe inhabit it, the real Amityville House has fascinated skeptics and paranormal enthusiasts alike for years. In the early morning hours of November 13th, 1974, one Amityville house in Long Island, New York, became more than a quaint-looking suburban home. Instead, it became a grisly crime scene, as Ronald Defeo Jr. walked the halls with a rifle and killed his parents and 4 of his siblings in their sleep. He later claimed that there were voices in his head urging him to kill his family. Some believe to this day that he was indeed hearing evil spirits that resided within the so-called Amityville Horror House. Despite the horror that happened in 1974, numerous families have since moved in and out of the house, now listed as 108 Ocean Avenue. Meanwhile, the paranormal occurrences that happened here have inspired many books and films like the Amityville Horror, which have kept tourists flocking to the house ever since. Though DeFeo's grisly crimes were all too factual, is it possible that he was actually under the control of evil spirits that inhabited the house and haunted the Lutz family that moved in soon after? Either way, the images from this horrific event and the grisly stories of that horrible day are all too real. Let us visually take you inside the home of one of the grisliest crimes and most notorious alleged hauntings in modern history. The Amityville murders of Ronald Defeo Jr. It was in the very early morning hours on November 13th, 1974, when 23-year-old Ronald Defeo Jr. killed 6 of his relatives with a .35 caliber rifle while they were asleep. Parents Louise and Ronald Defeo Sr., siblings 18-year-old Dawn, 13-year-old Allison, 12-year-old Mark, and 9-year-old John Matthew. Though he confessed to his evil doings, DeFeo's defense would later attempt to enter an insanity plea. DeFeo claimed he was guided by malevolent voices in his head, and he couldn't control his behavior. It was this claim, and the murders themselves, that brought the notion that 112 Ocean Avenue itself was haunted, and that the DeFeo family as a whole were victims of the house. However, A look at DeFeo Jr.'s life provides an alternate reading of events. With an abusive father and a passive mother, Ronald's troubled childhood led to substance abuse as an adult. He not only lashed out at his father, but once even threatened him with a gun. The parents hoped letting him live at home with a weekly pay for his work around the property would help him. DeFeo Jr. barely held a real job. On the day of the murders, DeFeo Jr. left work and went to a bar. He kept calling his home to no avail and complained to patrons about it. He eventually left, only to return at 6:30 a.m. when he yelled, "You gotta help me. I think my mother and father are shot." Authorities found all 6 family members dead in their beds, shot with a rifle at around 3:15 a.m. and positioned on their stomachs. There was no sign of struggle, no sign they were drugged. No local reports of gunshots were logged, with only the DeFeo dog barking away. DeFeo Jr. changed his alibi several times, from claiming he was at the bar during the time of the murders, to mob hitman Louis Fellini killing his family while forcing DeFeo Jr. to watch. He eventually confessed that he gunned his own family down and stood trial on October 14, 1975. Though attorney William Weber tried to enter an insanity plea, the prosecution argued DeFeo Jr. was a mere drug addict who was well aware of what he was doing that night. He was convicted of 6 counts of second-degree murder and sentenced to 6 concurrent sentences of 25 years to life. But it wasn't until after the Lutz family moved into the house in December of 1975 that the supposed hauntings of the Amityville horror house allegedly set in. George and Kathy Lutz believed their purchase of the 4,000 square foot house at $80,000 was a steal, but moved out 28 days later after terrifying events forced them to flee. From their say, green slime was oozing from the walls, and eyes were peering into the house from outside, to foul odors, and Kathy allegedly levitating in bed. It was a rather evil, eventful month, and George claimed he woke up at 3:15 a.m. each morning, the exact time of death of the DeFeo family members. Jay Anson's 1977 book, The Amityville Horror, was based on these reported events and served as the foundation of the 1979 film of the same name, which was remade in 2005. The book became a bestseller, while the film grew into a classic, and legions of horror fans flocked to town. Anson's book used 45 hours of the Lutz family's recorded interviews as a basis, and one of the 3 Lutz children, Christopher Quarantino, confirmed the hauntings did in fact happen. However, he also said that the events were exaggerated by his stepfather, George Lutz. George Lutz was curious about paranormal activity, and he actively tried to summon spirits, but also had some financial motivation to sell his story to the media due to the family's severe debt. And Weber, DeFeo Jr.'s attorney, said the hauntings was all a hoax, which he supposedly conjured up with Anson while drinking. Ultimately, the house remains just that, a house. It has changed hands for decades with nothing but price fluctuations and a change in address to ward off the public nuisance and stalkers. But even after the Amityville horror house address changed, the public fascination has never let up. Even to this day, countless people still yearn to get inside the Amityville horror house just to get a taste of its supposed terrors. At present, the Dutch colonial home is quite a property, with 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and a boathouse on a canal off the Long Island Sound. The house can command a high price and attract wealthy buyers. A house once going for a steal at $88,000 is now worth millions. The New Jersey home was used for the 1979 Amityville film exterior shots. It was put on the market in 2011 for $1.35 million. And new owners asking before they buy it, is it really haunted? And the seller replying, the ghosts have nothing to do with selling it, but needing money. And when asked of the old owners if they watched the film, many replied, yes. Ultimately, the appeal of the Amityville house seems largely rooted on the exaggerated book and in Hollywood adaptations. What do you think happened at this infamous location? Was it evil taken over the minds of the residents? Was it mental illness mixed with fabricated stories? Or was it greed, and humans hoping to feed off the paranormal curious in hopes of paying off some worrisome debts? With the known horror that has happened at this location, it has left us curious, and many wanting to see inside in hopes of catching the ghost that reside at 112 Ocean Avenue.
Okay, we're back. I probably should have, and Cassie and I talked about this briefly. Just I sent her something. I was like, should I do a viewer discretion? And I'm probably going to add that to the video because I mean these are things when you look at the Amityville murders, this is what you're going to find. I mean, it's horrifying, and it makes us question. It's like, what are the sources of this evil? Where can this evil really come from? And that's really one of the reasons why we're here. Cassie, and please, do you have any thoughts? I just don't want to disturb anyone. Yeah. Oh, let me turn this back down. You guys, if I'm too
I think
loud.
I think we're a happy medium. Like if you like Stuart said, if you come here, we're forensic. So you're gonna see, and we're true crime. So you are gonna see some stuff, but we won't go so far as to disrespect the victims. So yeah,
I tried to keep it to a minimum, but just to make sure that people understand that these things happen, and the way that the way that this crime occurred is it's horrifying, and it's like makes you wonder where can someone get that intent? How can someone do something so evil? This is his entire family he wiped out. So before we get into it, let's get some guidance from Spirit. I think it's a good time to get our guidance from Spirit on how to deal with the rest, with this case as we discuss it, because it is so sensitive. So,
and should we ask?
Let me put you on big screen. Oh, not that. There we go. And
what should I ask?
Here.
Like, was it paranormal? Was it evil that caused?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just guidance on how to tackle it, because it's not going to be able to give you, it could give you some guidance. I might not be able to give you that specific answer, but at least it would guide us to, is there something about this case, something that we haven't thought of? Is there an angle? That's what I was thinking, but what, I'm not the pro, you are, and I love that deck.
And here's the deck we're going to use, the Tarot of the Abyss. It just kind of stuck out to us tonight. So I
love that.
See what we can get from the Tarot of the Abyss about this case. Hi, Jake. Hi, guys. Just kind of focusing my energy. See what we get.
As later as we go through stuff, keep shuffling. I'm talking to chat, but as we go through stuff, this is very interactive. We're going to be asking you guys, like the video said, what do you guys think? We're going to want to hear that. So I want to talk. You know how I am with chatters. So.
Yeah, I love it. All right, I love this deck because it's kind of dark and mysterious. All right, what are we gonna get for this
Getting in
case?
mind space, getting in the mind space, getting in the right frame.
All right, so whatever comes out, this is the back. Oh, we got the sun. We actually got the sun.
Ooh, okay. The sun.
Let's see what
Interesting. What's the sun mean?
Sun here in the front. 10. Okay. Sorry, guys. The world. Let me see. I'm gonna go up here. I don't see it.
I'm just saying hi to people while you do that.
Guys. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting close.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. I got it. All right.
You got it. Okay.
So the sun rises faithfully in the east, and its rays swirling and dancing with vitality. It is an energetic life force that activates all it touches. It awakens flora and fauna alike. In the sun card, a portal to a world of bounty and plenty can be seen. Unlike the moon card, there's nothing hidden here. There's no crossroads. There's no obscured motives. This journey upon this golden road will be like no other, for the sun is here to guide you. If the sun appears in your spread, life will soon be infused with vital energy and new hope. There is a whole world out there that's yet to be discovered. It's always been there. We just need to develop the eyes to see it. The sun card is one of the best cards to get a reading, signaling confidence, fulfillment, success, a card that calls for leadership, empowerment, the time to take charge. Any projects, so often simply through a shift in perspective and perception. What was once hidden shall soon be revealed.
Interesting. So are we going to be, okay, so there's many ways of thinking about that. And there's a couple of things that I picked up from that reading. It's like, is it a matter of that, this is very straightforward and there's really nothing, not much to it except for its straightforwardness, which, it's just, it is what it is versus, how do I put this? The question that we ask is, how do we tackle this case? How do we, right? We ask the universe, how do we continue? What do we need to know about this case? And all it's telling us is this is pretty straightforward. It is like the sun, it is what it is, right? I mean, am I missing something?
And I think, look what Lynn said. I was thinking the same thing.
Maybe it's saying that there isn't anything paranormal involved. Yeah, hold on. Yes, that's what I was thinking. If it's in one of the things, at the end we talk about, at the end of the video we talked about, is it greed, is it evil, is it mental illness? Maybe this is, just a simple case of somebody just gone a little out there, more than a little, because he killed his entire family. But so we do want to talk about, I think that you did find some things. So let's talk about some things about this case that are interesting. So the Lutzes, tell me about what you thought. So you had the DeFeos, right? We have a case of, he was tried, convicted, he killed his family, he told the people at the bar, he told people the voices did it, and then I think his lawyer said that it wasn't true. Is that,
yes?
Did his lawyer kind of say that it was all for money?
For money, I think, to get him I think as an excuse too. Oh, something led him to do it. Voices in his head, things in the house led him to do it. So I think that's what the lawyer was trying to do, is push it to the house.
Oh, for the okay, push it to the house for insanity plea. But I think that one of the things that the lawyer did say, that that it was all a hoax, that it was
But
like, oh, it was just to get away with, get away with
yeah,
it. While
it was
on the
all
Lutz's, on the Lutz's side, so we had that situation. So let's set that aside. So that's back in, kind of fast forward to the Lutz's, because that's where you start to wonder if there's ill intent, or if something truly did happen. And I thought that, did you find, Cassie, what
and
did
the
you find on the
and
Lutz's?
on the Lutz's, it things did happen, but all the things that they said happened was fabricated. So even their young son said, yes, things did happen. It's definitely paranormal, like hauntings. We don't know if it's hauntings from before or because of the whole family being murdered there. But it's definitely haunted. Uh, but it's not. It's definitely fabricated for, I think, to make money. The guy wanted to make money. The family wanted to make money. They were in debt. So, yeah, they
But if the
fabricated.
kid, but okay, so back to Lutz's kid, right? Christopher,
Yeah.
I think is his name. So Christopher says things happen. So either things happen and it's in there is a haunting, or things were made up for,
So it
making
was haunted.
money. So what? Let's say hi to a couple of people. We do this. Conundrum. Hi, Car. William Carr's here. Angel Wings.
Thanks.
Negative influences, yes. So Christopher said something happened. So what did he say he actually saw? I know that he said the movie was
So
exaggerated. Obviously, the
he
guy's
just
walking around with an axe. But
all he had said was there was little paranormal happenings that might like uh, doors open or drawers open. Little paranormal things did happen. It is paranormal. It is haunted, but it's not like levitating. It's not green slime. It's not something. Yeah, it's not. They were
and I gotta tell
fabricating.
you, they lost me at Green Slime, because I
Yeah,
immediately go into Ghostbusters, and I
yeah.
mean, it just sounds, and that's not fair of me to say, because I don't like, what's strange and unusual is very
Yeah.
subjective, right? I just because I think green slime is a little bit far out there. 2 years ago, I would have thought waking up every morning thinking about the nature of my reality would not have happened, and it does. So, I mean, it's subjective based on wherever you are in your journey of discovery. But so okay, it's possible that the murders brought about a haunting. That much negative energy could attract energies, and yeah, I mean, think about the things. Maybe it wasn't haunted to begin with, but
I,
if six people die in the
there's going to
same
be something. I
place,
think. Yes.
I mean,
So
oh,
was it?
bye, it was nice seeing you. Sorry. And Sweet Morbidly is here. Go ahead, talk to me,
But
Cass.
was it? I mean, we don't know if it was already haunted or if the murders brought on the haunting that the Letts saw. That's the thing.
Awesome.
I don't think that something forced DeFeo Jr. to murder his family. I think possibly mental illness or
Was there
anger.
abuse? I know that they said,
There was
I think there
abuse.
was
There was
some physical abuse in the
abuse.
family. Was it just to DeFeo Jr., or was it like the whole family was? I mean, obviously the mom was just kind of,
Yeah.
playing the role of the mom, but not necessarily, taking charge.
It didn't necessarily say if it was for all the kids, but it did say that it did say that there was abuse. The dad was
Hmm.
abusive, and I probably worse on DeFeo Jr. And the mom never, like I said, the mom was passive. She apparently didn't stop it. Why he killed his brothers and sisters too, though, I don't know. I
That's
mean, she could
where,
have killed me, but but I mean, like,
yeah,
why kill your siblings too?
that's where
So
it just
there's,
seems like it was
yeah,
there no history. I mean, I've read about the case and I went back there and like looking at stuff, but it's like it's so open and shut. To them it was like, oh, he's just, the lawyer's going to say mental illness. This guy did it, but where's the history? Why did he kill the brothers and sisters? Did he
exactly.
ever say, besides the fact that voices told him to do it. I mean, yeah, he had some issues with his, financials or whatever. He wasn't the most successful person, and he had
He
substance
kind of
abuse,
stuck
but that
with,
doesn't make him murderer like this.
yeah. He kind of stuck with the house. The house made him do it. Voices in his head made him do it. So I really think that's, to me, it points to maybe some mental illness. I don't know though. I don't know. I wasn't there. That's
Mhm.
just what I'm kind of thinking. It was mental illness. I mean, to kill his whole family, to kill
Yeah.
his siblings.
So then,
And
yeah, tell me.
the thing is, okay, one person versus what, 4, 5, 6 people. One person
Hmm.
versus 6 people. Why didn't some of these kids run when they heard this? I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah, there was no sign of
Oh,
struggle.
yeah.
Hi, Green Hornet Squad.
Hi,
Uh, there
everybody.
was there was no sign of struggle. They were all facing the same way, right? They were
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
on their stomach. I mean, if you're going around shooting one person after the other, you would think somebody ran. Why are they all in?
Yeah. See,
Because,
how
but
did,
you have to get from one room to the other. And I looked at the layout. I mean, it's not the hugest house, but I mean, it's multi-story.
you probably get mom and dad first?
hmm But the kids were
And
all in their beds. How, unless, yeah, that part of it doesn't make any sense. Now I'm thinking forensically, that doesn't make any sense because
my question.
somebody had to have heard it before, and be able to move. You wouldn't just hide in your bed. I would, I wouldn't think.
How did he do it alone? Did he do it alone? Did he have a backup? I mean, if he did, he never, told on the other person. If he did it alone, how did he do it alone? Uh,
Well, we know that he did it. Okay, that's really weird. We know that he did it alone. Okay, I just saw somebody texting me something like, "Whoa!" I mean, we don't know that he did it alone. There was only one human being involved in this with one gun, right? We do know that there was one gun involved, and
that's what they're
one gun
saying. They're
killed
saying,
6 people.
mhm.
Is there one gun or two guns?
Oh, one gun, one gun,
One
one
gun.
one gun, and one person. But okay. I mean, a lot of people are questioning it. Let's see.
That still
Yeah,
doesn't make. I mean,
like, did he do it alone? At first, he tried to say his sister, not his older sister, but the oldest after him, Allison, helped him, and then he ended up killing her too, which I don't believe. I don't believe it.
no, she was still in
Um,
her bed.
yeah, I don't believe that.
Look
So,
at yeah, Lynn Hurley pings me with this. Her computer typed 1,200 characters of 333 when she wasn't even touching it, while she was
that's
what
crazy.
she's. I'm like, and she sent me the. I have the screenshot of the 33333. Interesting, Lynn. Hopefully that wasn't Lulu that did it. But seriously, I mean, I now almost have to go back through the entire case, the court case itself, to figure out how they excuse. Because think about it. So think about it this way: he had to be fast enough to get this done. They were all still in their beds. Were they in a trance? Because
I
that's
don't know,
where
but
I'm like, if okay, let's go down let's go down the haunting path for a second, Cass. So let's say that the house really did have some power to at least control those people from getting up. Think about we talk about uh, like lucid dreaming, and this happens. I mean, it's not that far fetched to think that
I mean,
if
it
there
could
was some
have.
kind of spirit, because what
And
could control 6 people from running away?
true. And there is talk about the house being built on like the Indian burial land and something evil
So is there?
underneath.
Let's talk about that. So is that true? Is Amityville built over, that, I mean, and we're not here to debunk everything, but we want to make sure, do we know? Hi, we have lots of friends today. We had fruit machines with Steven. Did the house have a slow gas leak? That's
But
the other thing. But then it would impact him too. But wasn't he calling? He was calling the house from the bar.
which I think they
He
were already
left
dead.
it, but he left the bar. When he left the bar, that was before the 3:15.
So okay, so
Baby, hi, honey. We're here going back and forth on the story because we were ready to dismiss the fail, and now I'm like, I'm sorry. Something in the bodies all being in the same position, all still being in their beds, even though there's six. We're talking volumes here. Six people that did not move from their beds when faced with being shot to death.
yeah, because if he would have shot them out of their beds, there would have been like blood, right, all over wherever,
Yeah, they said there was no struggle. They didn't find
exactly.
signs of struggle. They were all dead in their beds. What keeps somebody from moving? I Now I'm like, as I was thinking about this, I've been sitting there making this video for days, and until now I'm like, something in that just doesn't jive. And now
That's
back to
true.
fast. Yeah, you talk to me for a second. I'm having pretzel in the head. I'm like John C. Riley and uh, freaking Ricky Bobby. I'm like, I got
It
pretzel in
doesn't
my
matter.
head because
It seems very supernatural. It seems very supernatural. There's no
okay.
drugs in their system. They're not drugged.
Pero mira. Now I'm gonna have to argue with my friend in Spanish. Pero mira. It took. I mean, it's if
But
you hear a gunshot in your house, you're gonna wake. I mean, you wake up. How quickly could he have gone? Because they weren't in the same rooms, and the rooms are actually they were across from each other. So it's like he had to go one room, one room, one. I mean, they weren't all in the same place.
I mean, you would think
I
that at
mean,
least they would have got out of bed to see what was going on, and then he would have been like, I mean, maybe he told
Doris
them to
had
get
a
back in
good
bed.
point. Doris has an interesting point. If he was being abused, maybe he thought he was protecting them. And a lot of people, in a lot of these horrifying cases, sometimes this is what it comes down to. That people in their heads, they make up this reality to where they excuse it as this, like they're the savior because they're taking them out of a bad situation. What do you think about that, Cassie?
That could be too. He thought he was saving them, and maybe he was having some stuff going on from all the abuse that he
Uh,
probably endured.
he wound up, didn't he get married in jail? I saw a picture of him with this lady, like either he got married in jail. I mean, he died younger than normal, but you're in jail. But I think he actually wound up getting married and everything. It's just very, I mean, not that, yeah, jail should be where you go and think about your life and change it. But, um, Angela, critters, so many people I've never seen before. I'm so excited. I'm so happy you guys are here. So what do you guys think? So let's talk about the Lutzes. Let's go back from DeFeo. So DeFeo, there's still something weird. Whether the house became haunted or the house did something, we can probably agree there's something weird going on with that house there in the 70s. So let's go back to now, fast forward to Lutz. You think he just took advantage based on the things that you think it was just all, I mean, I know that some stuff happened, but it didn't sound like it was even Skinwalker quality
Yeah,
of
I
haunting
think
stuff.
he saw a little bit. He did see a little bit going on. I think he ran with it. I do. He ran with what he saw, and then yeah, trying to like get something out of it maybe, or you
Yeah,
know,
I mean, he got, and think about it, he got, how many millions did these movies make? I mean,
yeah,
he did rake. The interview that I included in that video was, I think it was Good Morning America. That was one of the original hosts. I mean, they were everywhere. They did the rounds. It was, it became very Hollywoody, and he was very interested in the paranormal, right? There was a predisposed interest in the field when he moved there. Is that true?
yes, yes. So he was. very interested in the paranormal, and like his stepson said, like he was trying to conjure stuff in the house. He's
Yeah,
trying to conjure
Doris, you
something there.
told me, Doris. Yeah, Charles Manson had a wife and a girlfriend. Charles Manson, yeah, you're right. Thank you,
Right?
Doris. Thank you. You're right. Very good point. See, we welcome all, even when I'm stupid, because I just said that. I was like, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. The fact that, he changed his life. He was just a horrifying person. So, but Lutz, on the other hand, he was just probably all out for money.
Yeah, I think
Now, has
so.
anything, now the house is for sale. Now, this is interesting because I looked it up and it's now for sale for that 850,000. So it has gone down in value from the 1.15 million that it was carrying. And it is for sale, I believe, or at least I found it somewhere that it's at least valued at that. I thought it was for sale. Did anybody else report anything in the house besides Lutz's, after the Lutz's?
I believe nobody else reported anything after the Lutz.
Do you know how
And
many
I think,
people lived in it after? Probably a lot.
yeah, and there was no more. And, so, yeah, and look at what happened, though. It went down in price. So he had it up there. They had it up there. Sadly, it's really sad, though. It's really sad that, the family died there. And then he kind of used that to get money and to get out there. And I think it's really sad. And
Honestly, I think that's becoming it's weird because that's becoming kind of a co-star of the show, and it's our humanity and how we're finding in all of these cases just the opportunistic angle to it, the people making money out of all this, the people just, forgetting what this is all about. I mean, we're not monetized here, so we're not making money out of this. So, Akashi, Cris, and Cassie, I'm curious if Lutz did make it up. Why did they move after 28 days? Very good point, Lynn. But think about it. That's part of the story, right? Moving
why
out in
stay?
28 days. If that would either it was truly something, something did happen, or he really planned it out so well that, oh, if we do this, if we move in 28 days, that right there tells you that, that kind of proves the point.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cass?
There was
Dr.
some
Cass.
stuff going on, but I really think, like you said, it had to go with the story. They had to be there for so many days to see so much happening, fabricating so much happening. Then they're like, okay, then we have to get out. Or why are we staying if, we're levitating and, if it's that much going on. That's what I think.
Yeah. So Stuart, my researcher on location here, house was built in 1927. It's not currently for sale. It has been bought and sold several times over the years. Yeah, whatever site that was, it just said that was what it was for sale for. But I don't know. That wasn't realtor.com. So, but thank you, Stuart. I love him. He's a little researcher. And he's making dinner. Sorry, honey. So what do you guys, seriously speaking, so, I mean, I don't want to drag this, too much longer, but do you guys think, should we do an official poll of 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, I do. I think so. I love
Okay,
those.
let's do a little unofficial poll. When we are monetized, we will have polls. And we will use money just to turn around and make more shows. But for now, 1, evil. 2, mental illness. 3, greed. Do we want to take that? What do you think, Cass? Or should we say, okay, so there's 2 angles. So there's the Defeo and then there's the Lutz, or there's the house.
Right.
Is
Right.
the house evil? Or
is it the house? Or
is it the
is
house?
it,
Is it the house or is it the people?
right? Yeah.
Okay.
So
1, the house did it. The house has, and that doesn't mean the house did it, because I want to be careful. That means the house, no, why not all 3? The house has some power. Does the house have power? 1 for yes, 2 for no, at all explainable. How about that? Do you think this house has some power? 1 for yes, 2 for no, it's probably something totally explainable. Is there anything weird? 1, there's something freaky going on. Two, nothing to see here. Walk away. And let's see what the chatters have to say. I hear two. I hear a combo. And that's, just because the place can be dark and have some dark spirits without it. I mean, something that happens, if something happens in any house like that, I would think that there would be some darkness to it just left over. I'm seeing lots of twos, unfortunately. Here we go. Here's Stuart. Stuart doesn't understand one or two. He just wants. I'm just giving you crap. Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, this one is all on Ronald Defeo Jr., just a broken man. Yep, I'm kind of with you, honey. I just think he was freaking nuts. Isn't it horrible that one person can cause so much evil, so much darkness, and I mean, look at everything that happened because of one guy. All the movies, all the other stories, all the the mystery around the house. Was it really just that one guy? I mean, I think you still think that there's really something going on. How do you really feel?
Me?
I'm hearing all twos. Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm talking to you because I'm seeing all twos in the chat.
I think the house is, well, not fine now, but I think before Defeo killed his whole family, I think that the house was fine. He was a broken man we don't know what all he went through with his family, with his mom and dad, with his dad especially. We don't know. I think that's what caused him to kill his family. And then the evil that he did there, I think, is, of course, why it's paranormal now. It is probably paranormal because,
because when you do so much evil in a single place, something bad is bound to happen. Angela Critters, he was using heavy drugs and had been stealing from the family's car dealership. He's just a bad person. Sometimes there's no reason. Sometimes there's no explanation except that there's true evil in the world. I just think the crazy thing is that, we're all human, and yet we can all have such different experiences and different thoughts that we could do something like this. That anybody in the world could be capable of such evil and do something like that is just beyond me. I mean, we're all made of the same, not the same experiences, but biologically, we're the same. It's just.
He may have gotten into I don't know. Oh, yeah, he did. He got into the drugs, probably because of the abuse. Mm-hmm. But drugs make people not the same person. And yeah.
Yeah, and I think now it's just a matter of money. That house was bought originally for $80,000 and still in the millions. So I mean, it's a matter of, is anybody going to ever, say anything to? Because that's still what people ask about. Is it haunted? There's still that, that factor. According to Lutz's stepson, Lutz dabbled in the occult. So it's possible that a combination of bad juju and the murders and Lutz dabbling created the perfect storm. That is a perfect point because he used to do seances, right?
Yeah, he was trying to summon.
He was trying to summon spirits in that house, in a house that was already messed up. So I think I'm kind of with Lynn that this might be just a perfect storm of there's so much going on. I don't know what that back there.
Why didn't the other people that lived there come out with, oh, it is bad, or when I don't know. Why didn't the other people living there?
I would think, the dad, let me see. Yeah. Oh, hold on. The dad was a religious fanatic. So then the house may be dark, but the Lutz family was debunked. Even the Warrens exaggerated what was going on. Good points. So we're debunking. I listened to Maker on YouTube, and this happens a lot more than we realize because 90% of these situations never make it to the media. Thank you, Amber's Fair World. Very good points. Very good points. So sometimes there's just pure evil, and that's all there's to it. Now, is there something going on in the house? Maybe. There's probably something going on in many houses, but especially one where 6 people die.
Yeah, I mean, if I was doing drugs here and I was on drugs, it would be a bad energy here. I would be doing bad things, I'm sure. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like it's
Hmm.
bad energy. But if you move to a
Yeah, because
house and, I mean, go ahead.
no, you tell me. I was just calling up stuff. Keep going. And that
I'm just
happens in
saying.
other reportedly haunted houses too. Some families seem to experience stuff, others don't. I wonder if people living there can affect the haunting. There's probably some connection. What do you think, Cass? There's probably some connection to the people. It has to be it's a perfect storm, so people and the place. It
Well,
can't just be
also,
the
if you are sitting there trying to do seances and conjure stuff, I mean, whatever you call it, I mean, I know that's going to like really affect it too. That it is like
yeah.
if I'm living here and I've got positive energy and I'm saging and I think the house is going to be more positive. I mean, yeah, I even see little things happen here, but nothing evil.
Hmm.
I really do. It depends. Just like Lynn said, it depends on
So
the
it's
energy.
the energy that you bring to it is definitely
Exactly.
part of it. So let's
Thank you,
see what the
Amber.
chatters have to say. Hold on. There's so many comments. Hold on.
Amber says she loves our channel.
Amber. Thank you so much, Amber. I'm so excited. So we're working on stuff next week. Since we're almost at the hour, next week we're going to be talking about. We have some case updates, right, Cass? Well, I'm going to look in the chat. You bring them up to speed. Okay, Amber's Feral World, but also I've been in places that never had deaths or something. Okay, there's like a weird noise in the background, and I don't know what it is.
And
You
Chatty's
hear
back
it?
there. Chatty's back there. He's probably fixing something for us.
Yeah, because there's something in the background. I don't know what. I didn't
Just
know
our
what it
baby.
was. He probably, oh my God, he probably went on to turn off. I had echo cancellation off. I had that turned off. So he fixed us. Yeah, he's in the back. He freaked us out because all of a sudden it's like we see device not connected. It says chat backstage. So sorry about that. Let's see. Angela Critters, I agree. I think if people are completely closed off to the paranormal, they won't experience anything.
That's true too.
Yeah, because I mean, the Lutzes came in with an agenda. The
Yeah.
60s and 70s were the flower power era, where drugs was an everyday thing. Yep. I mean, yep. Different, and there was hard stuff. And
Hmm.
he was definitely going down the wrong path. And you saw the bar that he was going, they would hang out in, and he couldn't keep a job. So I think there was abuse passed down. And when you add drugs and the occult, unrelated mental illness, very, very good points. Good points. So next week, what are we talking about? I turned on echo cancellation. Did I? Okay, is it supposed to be on or off, Chato? Good bless Chato. Is it supposed to be? I guess it's supposed to
Chatty.
be on. He turned it on. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate it. Sorry about that. So next week, what are we going to be talking about? Because we have some case updates that we're going to be focusing on. I think, tell
So
us.
hopefully we know more about the boy in the box because they have found out his identity. So hopefully they should
Oh,
know by then, the boy in the box, guys. So we'll tell
cool.
you
And that
guys
was one
his
of the cases
identity.
you covered under Crime Time?
Yeah,
Did you cover that?
yeah.
Cool.
That wasn't no, that wasn't a case
Oh,
because well, what it was is there was a so that was from like the 50s. But anyways, they had a update in that old case. So I'm like, oh my gosh, we should cover the update. But I never did
okay,
the
cool.
actual case. But yeah,
Oh,
this
okay. I
update in
thought you
that
had
case.
covered it. That is because I had never heard of the case before. So I thought you had covered it because I didn't know about the boy in the box until you told me about it. And it's that story. That is another horrifying story. So we
That's
did
funny.
update, and then we have another case that we're going to be updating on, right?
So the other case, there is
Delphi
an
murders.
update. The Delphi murders. They know more about that case. We can kind of tell them a little bit more about that case
Okay, and then
next week.
ongoing next week. So we're going to be doing updates every once in a while. We're going to be doing some case updates. We're working on getting some guests and potentially, collabing on some particular cases. I know that Lynn Hurley's probably going to be joining us here soon. to do a case with us. She was really like, "Oh my God, can I do it?" I was like, "Oh my God, yes,
Yes.
love it." So
Yes.
we're gonna work up a case together that we can sit down and discuss,
That would
and
be awesome.
hopefully some other
Awesome.
special guests that we're working up. So
So we don't do
anyway,
like different content. Different content.
yeah, and if you guys have, again, this is new to us, this is a new format. We're trying different things, so we want to hear what you guys have to say. Please leave a comment, ping us, share in the chat. It's like we want to hear what you guys want to see. Yes, Cass, tell me.
Oh, Amber says she has an idea of a show, so we'll have to get with her.
Ooh,
We'll
ping
have to
us,
get with her.
Amber. I think it's great. You
Yes.
know what I forgot today? And it makes such a big difference? The background music. That's why it feels so
Oh,
empty. Because I've been putting the background a little bit of like a meditation or something soothing and soft in the back. Because it kind of reminds me of your videos. I listen to your voice and you put music and it's just like this dance. So next time I'll make sure that we have everything queued up and we
well,
have some
this one
music.
went so fast. We went so fast, and it got through so
I
much,
know.
and it was awesome. And I
Yeah,
love how
it
the
was awesome.
audiences. I love how they interact with us. I love that too.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. And we're going to get some cases that are going to go a little bit deeper into the paranormal. And there's something I'm dying to do, Cass, and it's do some Sasquatch,
me
Bigfoot related
too.
disappearances because Brown Dwarf said
Yeah,
he would be interested in talking about stuff like that.
let's
So,
do that.
and
Oh, push
let's
this.
do that. And then we should I'll ping him because I'd love to do that and then get his feedback while if he wants to like guest with us, we could do it and then get his feedback because he went to the Cecil after you did the show, the Crime Time, Lissa Lamb. He went to the
Yeah.
Cecil and he was like posting videos and stuff. So he was really interested in this and sending me cases. So we're definitely going to get into some. There's a lot of disappearances in parks. What's going on there? What are people reporting? What's all the yes? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yes is
yes.
good,
What is
right?
this?
I say
Oh,
yes,
I love a
yes,
great.
yay! Is that yes?
Dor-
Okay, good.
Doris says, I
Huh?
love a great mystery. I love a great mystery.
Yes.
Who agrees?
Okay, there we go.
Me
I'm like,
too.
yes, yes. I'm like, who voted on what? I don't even know what we're agreeing on. I say yes. But thank you guys so
We
much.
love the
So,
mysteries.
we love the mysteries. Mysteries, I mean, I'd rather cover mysteries, obviously, than crime. I don't want,
Yeah.
but at the same time, these things happen, so we have to, be kind of open and just say, we gotta talk about things. Sometimes things aren't gonna be pleasant, and sometimes you just have to talk about it. So mysteries
But
are
different kinds of
awesome,
mysteries.
says
Different kinds of mysteries.
my friend Janet Sanchez. So, and I hear the national parks are full of mystery. Yes,
Mhm.
for so many different reasons. So, anything, what's going on next with you, Cass? You on tomorrow
What
readings?
is today?
Wednesday,
Monday.
Tuesday.
So
Today's Monday, so you're on Tuesdays?
oracles
Tuesday,
and
Wednesday.
beyond will probably be like a grow stream. And then Thursdays is usually readings. I'll go back to doing readings on Thursdays. Unless
Okay,
you want to
when's
do
the
something,
growth
unless you
stream?
have something. Probably tomorrow on
Okay,
oracles.
cool. Okay,
But I mean,
cool.
what's going on with Mindfort? Because we got to do this.
Oh, yes, Mind Forked is back this weekend. And is coming back big with Carl the Crusher. Because I've been taking a tour down kind of the ancients. We did Göbekli Tepe, we did Pumapunku, and I want to kind of circle back to in all these ancient sites, there's all kinds of stuff that tells us that giants were here. So we're going to be talking about it's called Land of the Giants with Carl the Crusher. I figured it'd be really cool because he's really big. He's just a big guy. He's just kind of tough, and but he's such a sweetheart. So yes, Sunday, Mindfork is back with Land of the Giants with the return of Carl the Crusher. So I'm really excited about that. Now I have to prepare. Yay! So,
I
anyway,
can't wait.
so I am going to play us off. Are we going to say goodnight? Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much. Everybody has been so nice and so sweet. And again, this is a growing channel. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and engage with us. let's take this. This is an interactive channel for us. You know how I love to chat. I love to have you guys, be part of this and go on this journey with us. So Blue Heron, we need that happy hour again, Akashi. Yes, we need a happy hour. We're gonna be doing happy hours on Mind Fork every once in a while, where we
Yeah.
just kind of
Give
hang
us
out
a
and play silly games, because
games.
I'm all about silly games. But this Forensic Mystics is more the serious side, so I do like this. So okay, so I'm gonna play us off. You good? Say good night. Love you guys. I'm going to play us off with a little preview for next week. And here we go.